Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. I'm going to show you how to change the brake pads on a 2005 Toyota Corolla. Okay, with the tire off, you can come over here, and this is your brake caliper, and your pads that we're going to replace are right here. And the first thing I like to do is compress the piston back into the inside of the caliper just by using a screwdriver. I do have a compression tool, and sometimes people will use a C-clamp and put the brake pad on there once they take the caliper off. But if you just before you even take the caliper off, if you just wedge a screwdriver in there and just pull it slowly towards you, that will push that piston backwards, pushing that brake fluid back up into the master cylinder. With that piston compressed, we can now loosen the caliper bolts. I'll show you here around the back. This is a 14mm bolt, and there's one right up here on top as well. Sometimes we can just do undo the bottom one, and that will give us enough room to pivot the caliper upwards. Okay, so with that caliper bolt out, you can just come over here and lift the caliper up, and it will pivot along that other slide bolt, and you don't actually have to take it out. And you can see we can just access our brake pads right here. So we'll just gently pry those out. Sometimes you just throw a screwdriver in there. There's our old pad outside, and there's our old inside pad. Pretty worn down, but not metal to metal, but we will go ahead and replace those. Now this particular brake pad kit came with the stainless steel brake hardware, so we'll go ahead and change that out too. So these are just the little metal clips. It's kind of like a retaining spring. It'll actually hold the pads in place, and we'll throw away the old ones and put in the new ones. So putting these new stainless steel, this little hardware piece is pretty straightforward. You just come in over here, and it's got a little metal piece that it will rest on and snap to. And we'll do the same thing with the upper spring. Now for the new pads, something I like to do, and you might have seen in some of my other videos, at least my other brake videos, I like to put a little bit of this brake lube, or Sil Glide in this case, on the back. A lot of brake kits come with it now. And then just a little bit at each end, and that'll usually tend to keep these pads pretty quiet, and then we can just slide those into place, and they will just press into those retaining springs. Okay, so same thing for that other side, the inboard pad. I just do a little dab or two of this Sil Glide brake lube, and just spread it really thin, and a little bit at each end where it goes into the brake hardware spring there, and then we just come around to this back side and slide that in. Sometimes it helps if you angle the pad as you go in, and you can kind of catch that little edge on that little this little stainless steel clip. Sometimes when you change them, it's a little trickier to get it in there, but okay. That one was a little more challenging, but it's in there now. Sometimes those new stainless steel, the hardware that you change there are retaining springs. Sometimes they're a little stiffer and harder to put back, but now that we've got them in, we can slowly lower this caliper back down. And then we can put that caliper slide bolt back in. And tighten that up. And you're done. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.